Welcome, Velomasters. My name is Musaki from Chaldea Gurus, and I'm sick. Yeah. But my illness aside, we just got some wonderful news from the SakuraCon 2019 in Washington. As we've all speculated, the Fate Extra CCC collaboration event will be starting on 4/23. That's a Tuesday. So, for all those people saying it was coming out on May 7th, you have very little time to catch up because you need to at least complete Solomon, the final singularity, to be a part of this event. With this event, we're going to get several wonderful servants, including Melt Lilith, Passion Limp, and Kiara from the Ultra Ego class, and the free welfare servant BB of the Moon Cancer class. If you want to know more about these servants, go ahead and check out GNA Reviews and K Collection's Servant Spotlight videos. You'll definitely enjoy them. Now then, the CCC event is also going to be bringing several changes. First up, animation updates. Robin Hood and Elizabeth will receive their animation updates for their regular attacks and their noble phantasms. They look fantastic. This actually puts Robin Hood a bit higher than he previously was, giving him higher hit count and making him look fabulous as always. Next up, we have a wonderful amount of UI changes, and when I say a wonderful amount, I mean you're gonna have to hold on to your seats because this is fantastic. I'm gonna go through these one by one, though I know at a certain point you all will more than likely just ignore what I have to say. The first change that we'll be getting with our UI update on 4/23 will be the back button.
Don't lose your way.
Yes, we're not memeing around here, folks. The back button is literally here a whole 3 months earlier, because before the back button didn't show up until the 2nd year anniversary. We have it a whole 3 months earlier. Along with this, we have the critical star distribution is now looked at on the cards prior to you hitting the attack. So now you'll know exactly which cards, before you go in, will have what star weight. It's actually pretty useful if you're trying to decide if you want a command card shuffle or if you want to set up for a certain chain. Next up, we have the Dragon Select function being added to Formation, Enhancement, and Shop tabs. What this means is when you want to go ahead and select multiple types of a card, instead of having to sit here and click multiple, you can tap one card, hold it, and then trace an outline or just swipe it, and it will select everything that you want to select. It's fairly wonderful quality of life change that I've actually showed off on one of our Japanese streams. It is great, and I'm glad that it's here. So you can do that for craft essences, servant enhancement, burning, and second archiving. A wonderful thing to note, servants that are included in your party and locked to selected servants will not be able to be selected through the dragon function. Next up, we have the automatic burning option. Pretty much when you go into the friend point gacha, you now have the option to automatically burn a certain amount of foe, experience, or craft essences before you even get to them. So essentially, you go ahead, you set this up, and when you roll on the summoning screen result, it will show automatically what will be burned and what you will get. It is actually pretty cool and makes your job a lot easier when you're trying to keep your inventory clean. Next up is a minor change, but it's one that I do enjoy. Craft essences selectable when you're enhancing craft essences and burning. Pretty much if you always had something in a party, maybe from an event, you were not able to burn or do anything to that card because it was locked. Now it will give you a warning and you can decide if you want to burn or combine or anything with those craft essences. It's pretty good and it actually saves them a lot of time. Next up is just a basic quality of life change. They linked interludes and rank up quests to servant details. So now you don't have to go into the interlude section. If you're looking at a servant and you're curious about their interludes, you can literally go to their servant details and then go over to that quest automatically. It's very convenient and I like it. Next up, you have the option to copy your party, clear all, and reset party name fairly easily. So that's pretty cool. Not really a function I really use, but for those of you who have multiple parties that likes to set up but want to use different craft essences, this is definitely pretty helpful. Next up, they have a receive all filter option in the present box. So you know how you normally just receive all automatically. Now they're giving you more customization and allowing you to filter certain items. So when you hit receive all, you will only get all of these items. So for people like Toho Sniper that use their gift box as a secondary storage for their lottery box farming, this will be very helpful to be able to get certain types of items out of there while still continuing to use it for EXP. Next up on the list, we have the fact that the first Noble Phantasm you use being normal speed option. So for those of you who have set it on high speed like myself, the Noble Phantasm, you will notice, will always be at high speed. Now you have the option to, at least the first time you trigger it, to be in slow speed. And to add to that, servants have very specific speed animations. So let's say you have a Rosh, as I shown in this picture here. You can set it to where it's the default, or you can set it to where it's always at high speeds. So that's, again, a little more customization that they're allowing you to have. That's all for the major additions to UI, but they do have improvements to UI. Some things coming earlier, as I stated. The first up is that 1-star and 2-star servants will have their new backgrounds on their display cards. So you know how before you see this crappy parchment paper or like this summoning circle, and it's dumb and it's stupid. Well, now these servants actually are treated like servants and they have a background now. So now it looks really cool. Finally, you see Shakespeare in like some sort of library thing. I like how they did with Asterios, how they put it on an angle. They actually put some effort into this. It makes it feel like these servants are actually servants, because hey, they are, even if they are 1-stars. Just like a certain Matahari lover I know out there. Next up, the icon display size function is added to more screens. So that wonderful, awesome object in the lower left-hand corner that allows you to adjust the size of the icons when you're selecting things are now added to Party Formation, Support Formation, Spirit Origin List, and Second Archive, as well as your room for the Spirit Origin List. So that's a pretty good change. Next up, inventory display functions now added to the battle results screen. Pretty much at the end of a battle results screen, you get to see how much of an item you currently hold. So if you're sitting there farming for bones, or for me, farming for metals, you can see exactly how many you have without having to go through multiple menus to look into your inventory and see exactly what you have there. And lastly, for all these improvements and the updates, you can actually see the previous quest that you did with a little icon in the upper left-hand corner that says previous quest. So if you want to know that last thing you did to get whatever material you got, it'll at least help you there. So a lot of these are all improvements and all wanted improvements. These are things that we've been asking for a while, mainly the back button. Everything else is just gravy at that point. So this is fantastic. And the last thing we'll be getting, 5 sync quartz from the localization panel. We also got the 10 sync quartz from the retweet, like, and follow campaign. We also get another 7 sync quartz from a 7-hour maintenance that will happen Monday night going into Tuesday. So when the game launches at 4 AM Pacific on Tuesday morning, you will be able to access the game with all these features and have 22 sync quartz in total to play around with. This is pretty good and honestly pretty great. I'd like to thank the Freak Grand Order Reddit for getting all this information out as quickly as possible. I'd like to thank Shotgun Shogun for attempting to stream the event minus some minor hiccups. And as always, if you have any questions or you're super excited about this back button being here, but definitely leave a comment down below. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Anyway, my name is Musaki from Chaldea Gurus, and I'm logging out. Where's my medicine?
Thank you for watching the video, Senpai. If you liked it, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe if you want to see more, and make sure to ring the bell to be notified when we upload next. Special thanks to our sponsors and Patreons, and especially
Admin B, Albireo,
Black Knight 21,
dcaf,
DevenLuca,
Dragonath1512,
Lucky Number 5, Merlanda,
Michael Lumna, Michael Potter, navycherub,
ProjectXion, Reeniko,
Saiphas, Spartan X425,
The Voice of St. Quartz,
Tristan Corey, William Myers,
YasashiiFuyu, and NelCelestine. You masters are truly wonderful. Now good luck and fight hard.